Okay, I don't really know what the topic of this video is, except for I'm just kind of sharing something that came to me as a new way of seeing, I don't know, a new way of seeing what? I don't know, but maybe it's kind of a new way of looking at how to meditate or why we meditate or yeah, I don't know what to call it. And, you know, take everything I say with a grain of salt. And and also, I've just lost my train of thought. I have a headache. Excuse me. Um, and also, what I'm going to share is so like rudimentary, basic. It's nothing new. I'm sure somebody has shared many, like this is no new information, right? But maybe just the way I say something triggers something. I don't know. I'm going to share it anyway, even though it's going to be probably incredibly boring. All right. So what I'm talking about is what I saw was how like the lower bodies of man. I was sitting in meditation or just contemplation, and I was thinking about um bringing myself into harmony with the all, the cosmos, the absolute, whatever you want it, pure being, whatever you want to call it. And I was thinking about, how the cosmos is always trying to pull you back into harmony with it. And then what I saw was, oh, the layers of our own energetic bodies, the lower bodies, and um how they are also always trying, I'm going to try to finish a sentence, to try to bring you back into harmony with themselves. So let me just pull up a screen, uh, uh, sorry, a little picture, just so we know what we're talking about, the bodies of man. And I'm going to share, let's see, get the little thing. Okay, so here, these are the bodies. I mean, this is so rudimentary and basic, right? And so we have the physical, etheric, which is the soul, emotional, mental, and then your spiritual body. And I'm really just kind of, even though I am talking about the spiritual body, mostly I'm talking about these four lower bodies. And what I saw, and okay, but here's what here, this space right here has to be included. This is the emptiness, the fullness, pure beingness. It's where we go. This is enlightenment here when we realize this self. This is our true self here. Sorry, I don't know why I'm scribbling all over this. And the physical body, because it's born and before it gets conditioned, before, age from 0 to 21, right? But it is always connected. It's always connected to this space. And it's always trying to bring you back into health and harmony with the cosmos. However, as we grow up from age 0 to 21, we start getting these layers. Plus, we come in with the etheric, which is our soul, our karmic from what's held in the causal body. Anyway, I'm getting really off point, but I'm going to say this anyway. And so our emotional and mental layers are developed the first few years of our life, right? Till 21. And what I was seeing, and it made so much sense, like why the whole spiritual journey is so friggin' confusing. Because while the body and the cosmos is always trying to bring us back into harmony with this space, we have these other bodies, including the soul, that are also trying to bring itself back into harmony, its own kind of harmony. So, like, for example, the emotional body. If your emotional body was built upon, quote unquote, the harmony of despair or the harmony of I'm a victim, or whatever emotions are trapped, that is its harmonic point. And and you're always being pulled, right? And same as the mental body. If you have a particular belief system or a vibratory thought pattern, it's also trying to pull you back into that harmonic resonance. And please forgive me, none of this could be true. So I'm just saying, I'm just getting this out there. And even the etheric body or soul or slash your higher self has an agenda of its own with its um, vasanas, samskaras that you brought in that are from other incarnations that are, it too is pulling you, right? And so this is why it feels like a lot of chaos. And because every body is trying to pull you back into its own resonance. And within each of these fields, what we have is density of vibration and tenseness and tensity. I don't know if that's not the right word, but like the physical body holds tension and it's a particular vibration. Same for the emotional body and the mental body. They're all differing vibratory fields, each with their own tensile strength, tensity, and and you get what I'm saying. So there's vibration and density and tenseness. And out here, this, which is always trying, and by the way, this out here, your truest self is penetrating all these layers, of course, but very hidden. But this field is stillness, is nothingness. And it's either, and I don't know what the answer is, it's either this vibration is so high that it's standing still, or there's no vibration, there's no density, there's nothing. And so where am I going with this? So I guess I could stop sharing now. So you have all these bodies kind of vibrating at different things and always trying to pull you into its own conditioned harmonic frequency. And then you have the universe, which you can't quite hear over the noise of all this. And so what do they say? Meditate, right? And you think about the process of meditation and what is it? It's basically, at its most basic form, relaxation. Relaxing the tenseness in your body, in your fields, in your cells. Because what it's trying to get you to is that place outside of your sphere of vibration and contractions, intensity, and just open you up to reach the stillness beyond those fields and also what's already underneath those fields and within you. So it's kind of like a game, like how I see it now. Like, do you really need to go into deep meditation to get to your true self, to experience true self, to have the healing benefits of true self? I would say no. You don't even have to, you just have to get to a place of stillness and total relaxation, right? Because, and sorry, I haven't really thought about how I was going to say this, but so you could do it with your eyes open. You just sit down and you just, let everything totally relax. Eyes open. Did I say that? I think I just said that. Eyes open. Um, and imagining even your cells like relaxing and opening up, like your whole body is, and all your bodies are slowing down, getting really still and opening up to that layer outside and within, right? And maybe you just do it for 5 minutes. That's great, because the moment you reach like a stillness, you're hitting such a different vibratory level. And if you hit stillness, like, wow, even if it's just for 30 seconds and you hit stillness, it begins waking up the stillness or the true self that's underneath all those layers. And every time you touch stillness, it has a cumulative effect. You know what I'm saying? It keeps building and building. It's never wasted. But if you stick with that, just relaxation and getting to stillness, it's also so healing. You can get there and heal parts of your body, because at that point it's like pure presence. It's that, oh, anyway, um, just get to stillness, silence, whatever, and you may reach the stillness within your own sphere of consciousness, and you'll feel it, and maybe you'll even, yeah, you'll get higher and higher vibrations. The more you relax, the higher vibe you go, and then you get to a point, if you stick with it long enough, you'll hit a still point, and you'll know, and everything stops. Your breathing will stop, and you don't have to be in meditation for this. This is the whole point. It's kind of like a game. Like, can you get to that layer, right? And you'll know, and sorry, I'm sorry, sorry. You can be within your sphere of influence, but once you hit that still point, then what happens is, beyond our individual sphere of consciousness, where stillness does exist at the deepest layer, but there's, when you hit the still point, you'll know, because what happens is, and people who meditate know this, you kind of get that like wobbly feeling. It's like, oh, something's connecting. And what you're doing is, there is a 4-inch gap between our individual consciousness and the cosmic consciousness, pure stillness. And you have hit that outer void, emptiness, silence, stillness, pure being. When you kind of get that, it's like, oh, you can feel it, and then everything kind of stops. And when you reach that, wow, like, so much happens. That stillness permeates and percolates from within all your other bodies. And certainly it will wake up things in your field, in your emotional body, and thoughts will come. And it doesn't matter if thoughts are happening at all. It doesn't matter. But what that stillness does is, yeah, say emotions will pop up. It'll wake them up. But then if you stay with it, it totally absorbs it and calms everything in its wake, in its way. I know I'm not explaining this very well, but you get it. And so I think that this is kind of a brilliant way of looking at meditation. You kind of make it like a game, like a video game. Can I get to this layer by just being still? And I would say, really, you have to find the stillness and the relaxation from your shoulders up, because we hold so much tension here, and like particularly in your head and your brain. You just let everything go and relax. And it's not to make you like this. It's just total relaxation, and you can just feel the stillness coming in, and right there you're experiencing your true self. Now, if you haven't had an awakening or whatever, the whole point of meditation is to reach that stillness level. And because it's like Velcro, it's Your true self has become so identified with the body, mind, emotional body. It's like Velcro. It's been stuck into these layers. And the more you sit in stillness, each time it goes quick and it starts ripping itself away. And then suddenly it will, it wakes up to itself. And then the whole stillness that's underneath all of your bodies wakes up, and it's like, wow, none of that is like, it's amazing. God, this feels like the stupidest video ever. I think I'm going to stop this now. But do you see what I'm saying? Are these meditation practices all going deep and for hours? Is that truly necessary if you could actually just sit and imagine yourself totally relaxing, getting to a still point, and you know you've hit the blah blah whatever the place within you and around you, and you get that little and everything stops. Wow. Like you could do that with your eyes open. Okay, there's more I want to say on this, but I think, yeah, let me see. Let me just take a moment. And getting to that place of stillness once again is a place of healing. Like whatever's hurting in your body, go there. And that's love, right? That's the cosmic love, is this stillness and whatever. And yeah, okay, I think I'm done. I think I've like butchered this whole video, but I think you get what I'm saying. Okay, but yeah, be nice to me. Okay, bye.